Hello again, hope you're all doing well. I'll keep this short because I'm on vacation, but if you're wondering how I got this view, the hotel is what is it, hun? I'm sorry. Hotel La Trion, hopefully you heard that. And the room you want is room 651. It's a nice balcony view. And if you're looking for recommendations on the best food tour, it's really a toss-up so far between Vincent's food tour and Sylvia's. If I had to kind of give a deciding mark as to which one is better, at least based on the croissant they offer, I think the edge goes to Sylvia, just barely there.
Typical David, always leaving out key details, like how Sylvia hooked him up with a meet and greet with social media travel stars Colleen and Antoine. Both tours stand on their own. You can drink wine and eat cheese in a cave with Vincent, or eat the best beef bourguignon with Sylvia, or be like Fat David here and do both. Okay, enough dilly-dallying. Let's get back to the commentary.
Anyways, the new 50/50 guide is out, and there's 3 new decisions that'll be added to the guide. I'm just going to go over this very quickly. The first one is the Webb decision. That one is an interesting one because it's an award of split custody. The 2 oldest kids go with dad. The youngest, though, the judge orders 50/50 despite an order of protection against the mother's new boyfriend. And one of the reasons why is that based on the evidence, the only issues the new boyfriend had were with the 2 older children. But as far as the record is concerned, there was no issue with the youngest. So the court left 50/50 as is, but modified decision-making and parenting time as to the older 2 in favor of dad. The next decision is the AG case. Now, some of you that have been on the CLE Roadshow may remember this case. This is the one where there was sort of some amount of conflict between the parties, but it wasn't a tremendous amount of conflict. And despite that nominal amount of conflict, the court orders a split of 50/50 parenting time. It's affirmed on appeal because, again, the overwhelming amount of evidence showed that the parties were able to work together despite some moderate amount of conflict. Then the third case is the Blake R decision, which I found very interesting, even though it's a Rule 23. And the reason why it's so interesting is that in that case, it appeared mom had completely cut dad out of most of the day-to-day decisions for the 2 minor children. Dad, in turn, though, sort of swallowed his hate, bit his tongue, and bided his time. And at trial, the court awarded 50/50. Now, the decision doesn't go into too much discussion as to the application of equal parenting time as a tourniquet to allow one party, I guess, access when the other party is a bit resistant. But I don't know any other way to interpret some of the dicta you see in that decision. So I think it's a very interesting case. Sorry for the interruption, just very quickly. I'm dressed like a hobo outside the Palace of Justice, some here in Strasbourg, France. But very quickly, the reason why the Blake R is important is if you read the last page of the Gore decision, which was my case, I'm not shilling, but that's, if you read it, it's there.
Make no mistake, friends, he's clearly shilling.
It notes some openness by the appellate court to consider using 50/50 as some sort of checks and balances system. Again, it's only dicta, but certainly something to keep an eye on. Anyways, I'm on vacation. That's all I think my wife's going to let me shoot for right now. So until next time, as always, thanks for watching.
Okay, everybody, that's a wrap.
Okay. And if it sucks, it sucks. Hello, what?
L'Hôtel Trianon Rive Gauche.
Hotel. Oh man, this is gonna be, hopefully Madrid goes better, right?